Millions of Taiwanese residents stepping out into the aftermath of Typhoon Kraton for the first time Friday after the intense storm rolled through the region, leaving a trail of death and destruction in its wake. Kraton arrived in Taiwan on Thursday, making landfall as a Category 1 typhoon in the early afternoon. Intense winds and storm surge left roadways covered in water, trees and electrical wires strewn across the streets, and unfortunately, at least 2 people dead. Residents say the area is prone to flooding, but Kraton moved in quickly and with force, rendering their limited preparations essentially useless.
We prepared sandbags this time, but discovered that they were not enough because the wind pushed the water in. After it came in, the drains were clogged, so the water couldn't flow off, and it kept getting higher.
To the southwest in Thailand, intense rain has caused flooding and mudslides across the northern portion of the country, where those working at nature parks are tirelessly trying to evacuate trapped animals. 117 elephants had to be saved from their enclosures due to the rising floodwaters, with officials adding they still need to go back to save 9 more. But current conditions are preventing a successful rescue operation.
The flooding on the mountains was as high as the roofs. It must have been about 5 meters high. I don't know how many of our elephants would still be alive because there are some that were stuck in the water. I don't know if we'll have a chance to save them as the flooding is so severe now.
The first signs of flash flooding hit the nation's northern region in early August, and since then, officials say 49 people have been killed by the intense weather, with thousands more now displaced. Scenes all too familiar for those in India who've also found themselves in the midst of a deluge. In the country's Uttar Pradesh state, heavy rainfall made nearby rivers burst their banks Friday, causing intense flooding across the region.
Our farmlands are flooded, and our entire crop, which was ready for harvest, has been destroyed. Our houses have been washed away, and we are stranded.
The United Nations says flooding from annual monsoon rains is common across South and Southeast Asia this time of year, but the climate crisis has turbocharged extreme weather events, with prolonged and intense heat waves throughout the summer months, giving way to record rainfall and storms. For City News, I'm Karling Donoghue.